A year after Budokai 1 was released, we saw the release of Budokai 2 in 2003. And this year, DBZ had come to an end in the US. This makes Budokai 2 the first game to feature the Buu saga. While the core of the game remained the same as Budokai 1, there were a whole host of changes. The two that are most notable, however, are the story mode and the graphics. The story mode in this game isn't really a story mode. Not only does it take an incredible liberty with the story, but it never says this mode covers the story. One could say that Budokai 2 does not have a story mode, only an adventure mode inspired of the story. Whatever you want to call the mode, it works as follows. Goku and one or two other characters are placed on a board. You then are given an objective and have to complete it by moving around said board. If you end up on the same spot as someone, two things can happen. If they are an enemy, you fight. If they are your ally, your stats can be increased based on the combinations of characters. While moving around, you will come across swords and armor that will boost your attack and defense respectively. These bonuses will last for the rest of the stage. The most notable thing here is that if you get your defense over 200%, then your character no longer takes damage, which allows for some fairly fun situations. This mode has some good points, but with how far it strays from the story and the slow pace, it grows old fairly fast, which only adds to the tedium from the last game in getting breakthrough capsules. The item system has remained largely the same from the last game. Some new items have been added, but the biggest change were the transformations taken out. Frieza and Cell now start already transformed, which is terrible for them, as when you are transformed, your ki slowly drains. So despite Frieza and Cell being technically in their lowest form, their energy still drains, and there's nothing you can do about it. On the plus side, the shop is now much better. While still random, you now get 3 random capsules from each category. This makes picking out the items you want much easier and much less tedious. As stated in the previous video, Vegeta lost his Super Vegeta form. Instead, he has Super Saiyan 2, and so does Trunks, despite never gaining that form in the series. More bad news is 3 characters were cut. 2 would never see another Budokai game, and the other will be back in the sequel. These characters are Zarbon, Dodoria, and Kid Gohan. Despite this, the attack effects were greatly improved over its predecessor. In every way you can measure the attacks, they became much closer to the show in both look and feel. As another plus, you get the ability to use some non-cutscene supers with a simple press of a button instead of having to do the 4 punches first.
Double Sunday! Saturday Crush! Take this! Welcome to Super Vegeta's Big Bang Attack! Welcome to Oblivion!
The most memorable aspect of this game, though, are the what-if forms. 2 fusions and 4 absorptions for Buu. The first what-if fusion is Gokul, a fusion of Hercule and Goku. He is almost 2 characters, as his attacks differ depending on which character started the fusion. The next fusion character is Tiancha. This is of course a fusion of Tien and Yamcha. Unlike Gokul, his moves stay the same regardless of who starts off the fusion. For Buu, his absorptions don't differ much in the way of new attacks, though it is really fun to see what he looks like in the What If forums. As this is the only game that has these forms, transformations, and attacks in it, I'm going to take a little break here to show them. Because after all, this is the only place you're going to see them.
Volleyball fist! Here goes! What? Come on, y'all, lend me your power! Gather energy! Be gone! Scared of my overwhelming power? Now to put you out of your misery! All mine! No! How about this? Volleyball fist! Here goes! Right! I'll show you my ultimate technique! You're finished! Fireball attack! All mine! How about this? Now you're finished! Final crash!
The final thing to note on this game is Bobity's spaceship. Unlike the extra modes in other games that just put twists on fighting, these create whole mini-games using the combat system. Things from getting the most hits, deflecting keys, survive, and beating up the same person as many times as possible before you die. The modes are a good change of pace from simply fighting constantly, but they become a chore as you try to unlock the items and characters from this mode. To wrap all this up, Budokai 2 is one of the most notable games. While the gameplay and modes might not be as refined as later games, it remains the only game to put in true what-if characters. This makes it a must-play at least once, just to play as them.